exterminated.
The rats?
Filthy, disgusting, disease-ridden rats, and can't tolerate even the thought of them. They have to be gotten rid of. The sooner the better. Top to bottom.
Yes, that is exactly what should be done. But you must give me some time, please, Hammy.
Time for what? Just kill the rats. Do you understand? Kill those rats!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Here we are today. We got a show for you. We're going to get it out. There's a lot going on, and we're going to talk about it. The Outsiders are going to talk about it unlike anybody else, because that's how we roll. Let's get into it. Baltimore City Sheriff Sam Cogen. Wow. What happened? What happened? We're going to talk about that. Let's get into it. $788 million budget. Let's get into it. Erek Barron, U.S. Attorney General for Maryland. Bounce. I'm out of here. Why? Let's get into it. Larry Elder has something to say. Pam Bondi, the new U.S. Attorney General, has something to say. And we're going to talk about big balls on this show. But beforehand, I got to get into the Super Bowl. Philadelphia Eagles. Let me explain something to you folks. First of all, that was a clobbering. That was a first-class ass whipping. And let me explain something to you all. There's two cities listed on my birth certificate. The first city, Baltimore, of course, Baltimore, Maryland, born at Johns Hopkins Hospital, 1965. The second city listed on my birth certificate is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's where my mother was born and raised, Philadelphia. So I am very cheerful, happy for the Eagles. My Ravens will be next year. I'm sure of it. And the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, silver spoon in his mouth from day one. Spoiled brat. Got his butt kicked. Good. And finally, for years, I mean, it's been, what, Doug Williams? Finally, a real, true, 100% black American male. Mr. Hurts did it. Jalen Hurts, quarterback, black quarterback, winning the Super Bowl. Proud. He did a fantastic job. Those passes were pinpoint accurate. He ran when he needed to run. He was the MVP. He deserved it. And his gorgeous African-American girlfriend, fiance, getting married. Man has no kids. Wasn't out there screwing around, knocking women up. Clean cut. No, I'm calling like it is. Gave thanks to God for the win. That is the representation that young black men should look up to. Not these other knuckleheads running around. and congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. And they tried to get a hold of him. They grabbed him at the, as he snuck out, ran out. Travis Kelce, bully. He was practically beating up a senior, the coach Andy Reid on the sideline last Super Bowl. Older adult abuser, as far as I'm concerned. Pfizer pushing that poison they call a vaccine pushing that Pfizer poison. Travis Kelce, fake relationship, as far as I'm concerned, with Taylor Not So Swift. Booed her. That's Super Bowl. Got booed. Trump got standing ovation. Taylor Swift got booed. And I'm gonna go through, they got a few words from Travis as he was leaving. I'm going to go ahead and play that, cue that up real quick. And what was that, Travis? What was that, Travis? Huh? Speak up. Speak up, boy. That was Travis Kelce. Ran out of there, didn't shake hands with the other guys with his tail between his legs. See, I played sports. I competed in bodybuilding. After the game, you shake hands. You lose, you shake hands. Jackass. That's why you got whooped, Travis. So let's move on. News. Sam Cogen, Baltimore City Sheriff. Sheriff of Baltimore City. Elected position, got voted in. Bragging on how great he was going to do, what he was going to do, how he's going to change things, and I'm going to come here, I'm going to change things around, I'm going to make things better. John Anderson was a friend of mine. John Akuch was a friend of mine. I said, okay, Sam got in. I know Sam. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I'm going to get him. Okay, Sam, really? Let me go ahead and cue this up and see what's going on. Good old Sam Cogen.
He didn't notify the Department of Finance. He didn't notify law. He didn't notify them that he was doing this. So
Wait. Now, this is Isabel Cumming, the Inspector General, and she's talking about, let me go back, because she's kind of going through this interview that was done in regards to her investigation into the sheriff's, I guess, finances or whatever he was doing. Anyway, Isabel Cumming, she broke the story on DPW, the workers being treated horrifically. But I got to replay this.
he didn't notify the Department of Finance.
Stop. He didn't notify. She's talking about Sam Cogen. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to make sure I do things right. I'm going to improve the sheriff's department. I'm going to improve the office. Okay, really? Let's go on. Let's go on.
He didn't notify law. He didn't notify.
Now, I don't know what you mean by law. He didn't notify law. I got to speak to Isabel. I called her. I guess she was busy. I'm going to call her. I wanted to get her on today to speak about this, but she seems to be a little shy when it comes to podcasts. Channel 11, Fox 45. That's no problem at all. Podcasts, she seems a little bit shy about that. But I'm going to talk. Let's get to this. Let's go through this.
Notify them that he was doing this. So it became a big surprise.
Get it out, Isabel. When she started doing that, I saw the interview. Uh-oh. Why is she? What is going on? I'm going to talk to her about that.
A lot of people.
Baltimore City Inspector General Isabel Cumming announcing her investigation into the sheriff's office. She says it stems from Sheriff Sam Cogen wanting to give his employees a pay increase.
Wait, stop. Now, this is what you call a spin. This is what you call a spin, because I'm going to deep dive this right now. He just wanted to give them a pay increase. Really? Let's see how that was done, because it didn't start off very well in the interview with Isabel.
Was aware of a clause, and it's called city overtime detail. And that.
How did you know that? How did you know he wasn't aware of that? He told you? Look, you can tell somebody anything. That doesn't mean it's true. Just because you said it. He was, and what is Isabel his PR person or his attorney? He may have told you that, but that doesn't mean it's true. When you get caught, you usually say, hey, I wasn't aware of that. That's the first thing you say when you get caught. Dead to rights. Let's go on.
Is when police officers and sheriffs are working together, that when they're doing stuff together, they're able to use that clause and they get $15 more.
In November of 2020.
What? I don't know. She sounds like, she's not really, I don't think, Isabel, you saying that, they're supposed to say that. He's supposed to either say that or a representative of the sheriff's department, they say that. They say, okay, this is what happened. You're the inspector general. Why are you being a PR person? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to talk to her about that because I don't understand why you're at, or their attorney. You don't work for the sheriff's department. Why are you explaining it? Okay, just, this is what we found. This is what they said. They said this. They told me this. Then you say it. Not, let me go on.
Sending out this memo, ordering deputies to utilize the detail. He instructed them to select the code for all hours.
Unbeknownst to Sheriff Cogen.
Wait. Stop that. Stop right there. What do you mean unbeknownst to Sheriff Cogen? Again, you are acting as a public relations person or an attorney for Sam Cogen. Did Sam Cogen say, I didn't know that? Then you can state what he said. I don't know why you would be doing that anyway. They should be talking to the sheriff these questions. Why is Isabel acting as a PR person for Sheriff Sam Cogen? Let's move on.
Workday, which is our payroll computer system, had misconfigured that pay code. So instead of
Wait. What do you mean it again? What are you talking about? Isabel, I'm sorry. I got to call you out on this. That's the sheriff's department should be explaining that. Not you. Why are you acting as a PR person for Sam Cogen and the sheriff's department as the inspector general? Explaining that. And why would the media just take that and run with it and not say, wait a second, you're the inspector general. Are you a public relations person or attorney? I'm going to continue because this is troubling. I didn't like this at all. Let's go on.
Getting $15 an hour, they were getting 3 times that. And like he said, they told him to do that for all pay, not just...
Like he said, there you go. Like he said, you're explaining what he said. That doesn't mean it's true because he said it. Now let me put this in perspective, folks. Let me put this in perspective because we're the ones who do this. No one else puts things into perspective the way the Outsiders, the way Sean Sims does it. Period. I have a household. I have a budget. Okay, in that budget, X amount of dollars is spent for, I'm going to use an example since the prices are skyrocketing. Hopefully Trump will start bringing those down soon in the next several weeks, several months. Groceries. Now I have groceries. I budget each week. I'm just using an example families can relate to. I got a grocery bill, okay, and then you notice that the grocery bill is 3 times larger. 3 times larger than it normally is for the week. What do? You go back and check and find out what's going on, don't you? Not Sam. No. 3 times larger week after week. Where's the accounting department? After week after week after week. And there's another point. What about the deputies getting paid the money? Nobody said anything? Oh, by the way, wow. My overtime is 3 times higher than it is. Everybody, shh, keep it quiet. Don't say anything. Don't tell Sam. He doesn't know. Get out of here. That is Bravo Sierra. They knew all about it. Period. So let's move on.
Not just overtime.
That continued until it was caught in February of 2024.
Wait. It was caught. February 2024? This is February 2025. So they kept this covered up for a year? It was caught. You mean he was caught? They were caught. That's the operative word is caught. You got caught. And then they kept it covered up for a whole year. Why? We'll let you know a year later what was going on. This stinks. This stinks. I'm going to continue to get through this a little bit more, but I like to deep dive, especially something like this that to me is so obvious. Don't insult my intelligence with this nonsense that you're talking, that we didn't know it was errors or a glitch week after week after week after week. What are you in? Look. Sam Cogen is either stupid, dumb as a box of hammers, you don't want that person running the sheriff department, completely incompetent, or corrupt. Pick one, because it's ridiculous. Go on, I'm going on.
Cummings says that Cogen ordered his deputies to use a pay code that did not work and was not approved. She calls this a perfect storm.
We know that we're...
A perfect storm? That's what you call that? No, I call that somebody is either dumb as a box of hammers, incompetent, or corrupt. That's what normal people would call that. Not a perfect storm like, gee whiz, I tripped and fell, and then I fell down, then I hit my leg, then I hit my elbow. Perfect storm. I broke bones in different places because of the way I felt. No, this is not that. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Take that back. Let's continue.
It's been a problem, and in this case, deputy sheriffs were overpaid for working a detail overtime, and it's problematic, and it needs to be addressed.
Cogen tells 11 News.
This isn't problematic. No shizer, Sherlock. He goes, that's problematic. Week after week after week after week, they don't catch that. The accounting department, no one catches it. No one says that they're getting 3 times as much money as they normally get. And he goes, oh, you know what? It's just problematic. Well, he's got the complexion for the protection. That's for sure. He's got the complexion for the protection. Let's go on.
It's Wednesday. It's a programming error. When asked if the employees will have to pay the money back.
Oh, man.
We're going to see, because one of the things that's in the contract...
Oh, $2.3 million. Are they going to have to pay it back? That's taxpayers' money. Listen to this guy. You talk about entitled. Oh, no, we'll just have to see. What? Really? Need to get Doge. And I'm going to go over that a little bit later. We need Doge in the state of Maryland. And certainly in Baltimore City. For these clowns. Let's go on.
Is that they're supposed to get this pay, and once we discovered it was an error, it was been shut off, and it's been shut off again for almost a year. So the entire time they're supposed to have been getting it, they're not getting it now.
Downtown, I'm Tommy Clark, WBAL TV 11 News.
Tommy, thank you. The mayor's office tells 11 News in a statement, simply put, the sheriff's directive should have never been issued. It was improper to misuse the city detailed pay codes for this purpose, worsened by the sheriff's attempt to circumvent the collective bargaining process, they say. And, quote, we have addressed the misconfiguration issue and look forward to collectively finding a path forward to address the overpayment in a way that protects taxpayer funds. And understands the impossible position that BCCO leadership placed their rank and file members.
Yeah, you protect taxpayers' funds by getting the money back and making sure, you know, next time you vote, get somebody in there who has integrity, people. Oh my goodness. You know what? I saw this coming. I saw it coming. I had my reasons why. But let's go on to the next story. Let's get off of this. Baltimore City. Cesspool. Let's get on to the next story. I'm going to read this one. I've been on this X. Elon Musk took over X, bought it, $44 billion at a loss. I think he was worth about around $200 billion when he purchased X. I know he's a smidge over $400 billion now, as far as his how much he's worth. But I'm going to read this. I'm on this X, and I posted something, and I want to read it. It has to do with what's going on with Elon and President Trump and the judiciary, the judicial system they're having issues with, blocking them from doing things like getting out criminal illegal aliens and violent rapists, child molesters, sex traffickers, and so on, murderers. Here it is. The Maryland judiciary has a budget of $788 million. Wow. It receives millions of dollars in federal funds and grants. The Baltimore City Circuit Court, here we go again with this, receives its funding through the judiciary. Employees are alleging that gross mismanagement, fiscal malfeasance, financial fraud and cover-ups, systemic, federal, civil rights violations, sexual harassment, discrimination, retaliation, intimidation, bullying, and a hostile work environment is being perpetrated by the administration and management. Employees are also alleging that they are working in rat-infested areas. Kill the rats! I can't stand the vermin. Kill the rats! First of all, you gotta get rid of the biggest rat at the Circuit Court for Baltimore City, the biggest rat, two-legged rat, who's the head of the Circuit Court, elected official. You got to get rid of that. There's a lot going to be coming down about this, but let me continue. Working in rat-infested areas with asbestos and lead in their workspaces, along with Legionnaire's bacteria recently discovered in the water in the Mitchell and Cummings courthouse buildings. This is completely unacceptable. DOGE, D-O-G-E, DOGE, DOJ, investigation needed. Anonymous whistleblowers coming soon. And this is what I did. I attach at Elon Musk, at Doge, at Real Donald Trump, at Benny Johnson. I like Benny Johnson. You're going to hear a little of him later. At Kim K. Baltimore, that's Kim Klasick, because I told her I was going to keep her abreast of everything going on. At Lionel Nation, like Lionel. And Vince Ellison. Vince Ellison's my man. And at Vince Ellison. And Justice OIG. That's Department of Justice. And there's also another tag I put on here at USAO _MD. And people are saying, who's that? That's Erek Barron, the U.S. Attorney General for Maryland, who just last night quit out of nowhere. Up and quit out of nowhere. Why? What's going on? Now I'm going to give you another. We might as well. I'm having so much fun on this X, Twitter. They call it X/Twitter. So much fun. Another tweet. Now, Chelsea Clinton, $84 million, USAID. Allegedly, they gave her, I saw the actual forms that had the $84 million going to her, and allegedly $3 million of that was used to pay for her wedding. That's taxpayers' money. Clinton, that last name, $10 million used to buy herself a good old fancy schmancy mansion, a mansion, $10 million. Taxpayers' money. And this is what Chelsea had to say. Lies and conspiracies about my family and me are nothing new. Oh boy, really? Still I am particularly troubled by the absurd claims that continue to pervade social media this week. Fact checks be damned. While she sounds like she's really upset while she's typing this in her $10 million mansion. Facts. I'm proud of the Clinton Foundation. I know the Haitians would like to speak with you and your family. I know the Haitians would like to meet with you. Them Haitian people would love for you, Chelsea and Hillary and Bill, to fly down to Haiti and meet with them in one of their offices. I'm sure they would love to have that meeting. You would never go. And I had to respond to this. I just had to get my 2 cents in. At least you didn't have to change your name to get paid. Because you got the Clinton name. What's with these families and these names? These people think they can just do anything. Here in Baltimore, you just change your name from Washington to Conaway to run your alleged grift. Xavier Washington. Nancy boy. Because that's what he is. Nancy boy. Stop hiding in that office. Stop hiding behind Patricia Johnson's skirt. Your mother's moo-moo. Stop hiding. Xavier Conway, Nancy boy, changed his name to Conway to get control of $40 million of judicial funds. Well, how did he do that? Well, you changed his name to Conway last minute. Been known as Xavier Alexander Washington, Nancy boy, whole life, and changed his name to Conway to trick people to vote for him. Some guy thought I was actually him, which was ridiculous. That canvassing. During the election, some guy comes up to me, thought I was him. Oh, are you Xavier? No. I'm actually a grown man. I'm old enough to be his father. He's like 25 years old. Man looked at me, shocked. What? Didn't know. Didn't know who this child was. But somehow he won. Let me continue. Doge should look into the books because $788 million is the Maryland judiciary budget, which includes millions of dollars of federal taxpayer funds and grants going to corrupt elected officials. Where's that money going? Now here's the kicker, people. Listen up. No real audit. This is what I've been told, allegedly. I don't think it's alleged. I think it's fact. The fact is a fact. You either had a real audit or you haven't. It's fact. No real audit has been done on the Baltimore judiciary. Wow. Since 2021. 4 years with no accountability of taxpayers' money. Doge in each state, starting with Maryland. Let me read that how it reads. Doge in each state, ... starting with Maryland, ... Baltimore, first city. And of course I sent this out, tagged him again, Elon Musk Doge, at Real Donald Trump, Justice OIG, Benny Johnson, Kim, Vince Ellison, Lionel Nation, and again I tagged Erek Barron. This went out at 4:41 p.m. yesterday. And right after it went out, Erek Barron resigned. Fact. Coincidence? I don't know. But he bounced. Bye-bye. Quick post. Erek, this is what quick post. Send out. So soon, Erek, ... I wonder why he left so quickly, ... Maryland corruption, run amok, ... Federal funds not accounted for, ... Non-investigation of the corruption, ... May the doorknob hit you, Erek, ... This guy, all he does is got on camera. Yes, our office, we had goals in which we were to reach in our office, and we were to facilitate the goals in which we were to vanquish the criminals in order to lower the number of homicides which have happened in Baltimore City. That's all he said. That's what he hung his hat on. Is okay. He somehow lowered the rate of crime, which he didn't. Crime went up, and the murder rate. And that was it. That was it. And he's sitting there in the office. I lowered the office, and we're facilitating things correctly, and we've got goals to meet. Bye. Bye. Because all this corruption is going around, you ass clown, which you did nothing about. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and play that. I got to find it. Here it is. Here it is. Hold on just a second. Let's go over what happened. The news reported.
On the air, new at 11 o'clock, the U.S. Attorney's Office for Maryland says Erek Barron has resigned his position effective tonight. Barron is the first African-American U.S. attorney for the state. He did not give a specific reason, but in a statement says, quote, serving as United States attorney has been the honor of a lifetime. Barron had been in the...
Wait. He didn't give a specific reason? I think I just read over the reasons. I think I just, coincidence? Let's continue.
That role since October of 2021, and he previously served in private practice in Baltimore City and as a state...
There it is. That's the one. That's the Huckleberry. He served in Baltimore City, in the cesspool, in the corrupt... I can't say swamp. Swamps actually, you grow things in swamp. It actually has an ecosystem. I'm just going to say Shiza Pool. The cesspool. Baltimore. That explains a lot. Let's continue.
federal prosecutor.
Now, where Erek Barron, the U.S. Attorney for the District of Maryland, has resigned. I've got reporting from our sister station in Baltimore pulled up behind me. Now, Barron had been in this position since October 2021 and announced his resignation effective immediately.
Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown has been among the most aggressive AGs in the country in resisting.
Now let's get into Anthony Brown. Let's segue. I put this together this way so we can segue into Anthony Brown. Let's go.
The actions of President Donald Trump. Last fall, as soon as Trump won election, Brown announced plans for a federal litigation unit of attorneys, and now he is almost daily announcing that he is part of a coalition of AGs heading to court to stop presidential actions like ending birthright citizenship or freezing federal grants. Today, Brown is explaining and defending his actions. During a press conference in his office in Baltimore, Brown said it is his job to protect the rights and privileges of Marylanders and call out violations of the law.
And here we have a federal government that seems to be at war with the people of America, and it seems to be at war with communities across America. So we wake up every day to what feels like a crisis that requires urgent action.
Freezing federal grants. That means a USAID, which they're finding massive financial corruption in. Massive. So they're trying to take care of the financial corruption, save the taxpayers some money, stop the financial corruption, find out who did what, and who's trying to block that. Good old Anthony Brown. He's trying to block that. Just like he's trying to block getting out murderers, rapists, child sex traffickers in the form of illegal aliens. He's trying to stop that from being done. So he's protecting them as well. Anthony Brown. So here we go. Here we go again with this guy, and just had a question in regards to the fiscal malfeasance and the money situation that's going on within the state of Maryland, and what's going on with the judiciary. And we got Anthony. We got his comment. We got his comment on that.
Is usually the part that you remember, anyways. I don't have no money. And besides, it's too hot here.
Froggy. From Little Rascals. That's what I'm going to call Anthony. Froggy. Froggy. Froggy from the Little Rascals. ROTC. Please. You know what? It's. I've got this post, and I've got to go over this. I digress. I think I almost missed Kim Klasick. I got to give Kim credit, because now I'm a segue into Kwasi Mfume. Let's segue. I mean, let's just run the gamut. You know, like the Three Stooges, when you just slap all of the guys at the same time with one swipe. Let's just run the gamut, because it's nothing but a bunch of stooges as far as I'm concerned. He got up, ran his mouth with the little earmuffs on. I'm talking about Kwasi Mfume, MD7, District 7. Got up there about USAID, trying to protect them. Now, this is what gets me. Here Doge and Musk and his team, I'm going to talk about one of the members of his team later, they're finding all this corruption within USAID, with this money being misspent and going out in all kinds of nonsense. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that later. I'm going to deep dive that as well. And we're going to continue in this. But I just wanted to start with this. And you got Kwasi Mfume trying to protect USAID. Let's see here. Look at here. This is Kim Klasick. And she put out Doge. Discovered millions from USAID went to, guess who? Mr. Smiling and Grinning and where's the camera? Because if there's a check there, he's there smiling and grinning. Kwasi Mfume in MD7 to take care of illegal immigrants. Illegal, here we go again. Protecting the murderers, rapists, criminal illegal aliens, the worst of the worst, protecting them. Child sex traffickers, that's what he does. This is why Dems are protesting. Corruption is being exposed. Yep, They're whining and crying. I guess they're trying to sing. They can't sing for nothing. Stop the singing. Oh my goodness. My ears were getting ready to start to bleed with the singing. It was horrible. I don't know what they think they were trying to do. Over $380 million. Let me repeat that. $380 million went to Kwasi Mfume's district. Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Service. They protect the criminal illegals. To his district in a month and a half. No, it wasn't over years, people. That was within a month and a half, from November the 18th till January the 23rd, 2025, November the 18th, 2024. It's a month and a half. $380 million, $380 million, Kwasi? Really? No wonder he's up there whining and crying. All that money coming in, you can't stop my money. Oh, no, baby, you can't stop my money from coming in. I'm going up here, and we're going to get Maxine Waters looking like the Crypt Keeper, the African version. We're going to get up here, and we're going to talk to y'all. Don't you stop. You leave USAID alone. Leave them alone. Don't mess with them. They ain't doing nobody no harm. Look at here. Robbing the taxpayers blind. Blind. And look who's protecting them. I heard the figure with black men. Black men are stepping up. The sisters, I don't know what's going on with you. No wonder the serpent went after Eve first. I don't know, seriously, I don't know what's going on with you. The black men are getting it. Trump has an approval rating of 42% among African American men. The women, it's still low. There's 42%. I guess more of that money keeps coming out of their pocket. I guess maybe at some time they're going to say maybe we had enough of the Democrats. As far as I'm concerned, as far as the experts are concerned, and I consider myself somewhat of an expert on this stuff, the Democrat Party is DOA. Democrat Party's over. Oh, I know why. Oh, I knew about the game plan. This didn't just happen, folks. They were exposed. The plan was to expose them, just to show people this is who they really are. Democrat Party. We're your friend. We're going to come to your rescue and going to help you out. We're going to help you out. Here's Larry Elder talking about it. And a concerned citizen. This is a black guy. Of course, Larry Elder's a black guy. But there's another black guy. He's going to be talking about how he was a Democrat and why he is disgusted and disgraced. Just disgusted. It's disgraceful with the Democrat Party, and so are a lot of black men. Young, middle-aged, and older. Let me cue that up.
Sesame Street show in Iraq, $4.5 million to combat disinformation in Kazakhstan. I could go on, and I'm happy to...
Oh, that's the new young lady. And she's a press secretary. So she took over for Karine Jean-Pierre. Sideshow Bob. Let's go on.
To provide this list to every single one of you. Democrats are outraged that the American people want to be, they want their taxpayers going to good uses, not stuff like this. But then they're very quiet about the fact that there are still North Carolinians and people in California who have lost everything, and in the last 4 years this federal government did nothing to help them. This president will continue to put Americans first, and I think the successes of this week so far speak to that, and it's only Wednesday. So I'll see you guys later this week, and we'll see you this afternoon. Thank you very much.
And this gentleman has had it with the Democratic Party, to which he's belonged his entire life. Number 6. This political party, the Democratic Party, have lied to us about everything.
They've lied about being the party of the middle class. They've lied about being the party of peace. They've lied about being the party that wants to help poor people. Okay? What the last several weeks have proven to us all is that this is a cadre of criminals and losers and spoiled children of affluent parents who were more concerned about looking good than actually doing good. These are people who were more concerned about looking like they were doing something for the American people than actually doing things for the American people. And that's why I'm so angry. Because this party lied to me while stealing my tax dollars. The Democratic Party lied to us all while they brought in millions of illegal immigrants for their own political purposes for the last 4 years. 20 to 30 million illegal aliens brought in. And now we come to USAID being probably the largest money laundering operation in American history. Congratulations, Dems. You've outdone even Bernie Madoff. I'm disgusted beyond words. Disgusted with the waste of money. Disgusted with the waste, with the fraud. With the way that you people use color legitimacy, and the way you use black people as mules to get us to push whatever agenda you wanted to.
Tell them. Yes, sir.
The amount of division you use black people to sow upon the American people, you use us for that.
Used us.
And I will never, ever forgive this political party. The shit that I'm going through personally. Y'all were supposed to be the party of free speech, the party of women's rights. You have immolated all of those things. And then, as if enough weren't enough, you then decide that you're going to die on the hill of USAID, a government audit. You're trying to prevent a government audit because some of you really are trying to stay out of prison.
Yes, sir.
We see the game now. Y'all been out here telling us that the game was rigged against certain people. Well, now we found out who the people that were rigging the game were. Congratulations. Y'all are never going to win another political race ever again. Not if I can help it.
Democrat Party, DOA. Democrats Party is done. Stick a fork in them. See, this is how it works. See, when you see a map, I wish I had the daggone map here. You can pull it up. Okay, you can pull it up. When you see the map of the last election and all that red, it's red everywhere. It's red everywhere. Trump won that election hands down, 4 million more in the popular vote to boot. And then you see those dots where there are large metropolitan cities, Democrat run, inner city areas. And those blue dots, see what you do is you start going into those blue dot areas and you start whittling down those numbers in those blue dot areas to make them purple. They don't even have to be changed to red. Make them purple, which is what is going on. The red is all over. And then once you start hitting those areas and you start whittling down, and this gentleman said how he feels, and hundreds of thousands of black folks feel the same way. They feel the same way. And they start discovering more and more and more and more of the Democrat corruption and filth that's infiltrated their cities, like Baltimore City, New York City. Eric Adams, he did a 180. Detroit, Chicago, these inner cities that are mostly the majority or vast majority, Washington, D.C., vast majority of black folks. And you start infiltrating those areas, the Democratic stronghold. You know the KKK was part of the Democrat Party, right? Changed their way of doing things, went into the inner cities, took those black faces, put it out there in front and said, hey, trust them. Suckered you all. And now it's being infiltrated, and those numbers are dropping. Democrats, because of that reason, there are other reasons too, and I'm not going to get into all of it. As time goes on, I'll be explaining more and more of what's really going on. But their Democrat Party is over. It's over. Game over. And it's going to continue that way. And these attorney generals, like Anthony Brown. Hey, Anthony. Pam Bondi. She's going to be coming for you. You hear that, Froggy? Pam Bondi's going to be coming. Chicago, she went after them. New York, going after the corruption. And you want to protect rapists, murderers, helping USAID? You want to help protect them? Continue to grift out taxpayer money? That's what you want to do? That's the hill, like that gentleman said. That's the hill you want to die on? Kwasi Mfume, Anthony Brown, that's that hill? USAID? Wow. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and cue this up. Let's hear what Pam Bondi has to say via Benny Johnson. This is Benny Johnson Show. Now, y'all listen up now. There we go.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. It's important that you don't break the law, especially the laws of physics. And one of the primary laws of physics is that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Just basic thermodynamics. Expect if you go after President Trump with vicious, blind rage, trying to put him in jail, that things might actually turn on you. This is Big Tish. Big Tish James is the Attorney General of New York. Big Tish James has made it her life's motivation to throw Donald Trump in prison to literally make up offenses in order to do so.
We need to find out where he's laundered money. We need to find out whether or not he's engaged in conspiracy. It's important that everyone understand that the days of Donald Trump are coming to an end. I look forward to going into the office of Attorney General.
She's an idiot. She's an idiot. Really? That's what you're going to do? I'm going to go after Donald Trump, sucker the people to vote for her, and now she's in trouble. She's in trouble. We continue.
Every day, suing him, defending your rights, and then going home.
Yeah, okay. So your campaign promise was that you were going to sue Trump every single day. Okay. She did sue Trump.
Dumbbell.
Dozens of times, and was able to rig New York court systems to terrorize President Trump and his supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump then became president and everything changed.
Ouch.
Now, before we get to the massive bombshell that just happened against Letitia James, I want to begin by saying it's not like we didn't warn you. Before President Trump assumed power in the White House, we had on a Trump attorney named Mike Davis who had a little warning to Letitia James.
This to Big Tish James, the New York Attorney General. I dare you. I dare you to try to continue your lawfare against President Trump in his second term, because listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time, and we will put your fat ass in prison for conspiracy against rights. And I promise you that. So think long and hard before.
Oh, that got us into a little bit of trouble. We'll put your fat ass in prison. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a sign of things to come. At the very least, we're honest around here and we tell you what's going to happen next. Pam Bondi is the new Attorney General in America. That gives her a lot of power over backwater doofuses like Tish James. Pam Bondi, upon being sworn in, said, I will restore integrity to the Department of Justice and I will fight violent crime throughout the country, make sure the world and America is safe again. And she's made good on that promise. One, by personally ripping down Biden, Harris, and Garland portraits. That happened, which is amazing. Bondi personally removed the large framed portraits and stacked them in a corner in the DOJ. And then she stacked something else in the corner. A fat lawsuit against New York, Kathy Hochul, and Letitia James over the state's...
Wait. Kathy Hochul. Okay, so she filed a lawsuit against the governor. Hear that, Wes? You hear that, Wes? Wes, you got Froggy. I'm going to make sure that I protect all the civil rights of all the citizens of Maryland. Lie. I'm going to deal with that in a second. And then you have, I'm going to call him the magician. I'm going to call him Westmore the magician. Because he made $6 billion disappear. Where'd it go? Whew. Came in $6 billion surplus in the coffers of Maryland State. $6 billion in the coffers, and less than 2 years later, it's gone. As a matter of fact, not only is the $6 billion gone, the magician, used car salesman, smiling, just smiling and grinning. I think of him as a used car salesman, pre-owned, whatever. Gone. And it's $3 billion in deficit on top of that. The magician. Let me continue.
Sanctuary status. This just happened seconds ago. The Justice Department announced that it will be suing Letitia James and the state of New York. In this new DOJ, New York has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. This stops today. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen, for Trump 2.0? Here we go.
We're here today because we have filed charges against the state of New York. We have filed charges against Kathy Hochul. We have filed charges against Letitia James and Mark Schroeder, who is with DMV. This is a new DOJ, and we are taking steps to protect Americans, American citizens, and angel moms, like the mom standing right behind me, who you're going to hear from in a moment. New York has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. It stops today. As you know, we sued Illinois, and New York didn't listen. So now you're next. Millions of illegal aliens with violent records have flooded into our communities, bringing violence and deadly drugs with them. With me today, I'm so proud to be joined by Tammy Nobles. Tammy is an angel mom. Her beautiful daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered by an MS-13 member in 2022. Kayla had just turned 20 years old. Just turned 20 years old.
Heartbreak.
And she was raped and murdered by someone who should not have been in our country. Yet, he was released.
Wow.
Flown to Maryland.
Stop. See, this is what I'm talking about. He ran to hide behind Anthony Brown. I told you this man, Anthony Brown, is protecting rapists, murderers, child sex traffickers. That's who he's protecting. That's who I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to deal with Anthony Brown, Mr. ROTC.
Where he committed this violent murder. I just want you to...
Let me tell you what. Pam Bondi's not effing around. We know a little thing or two about Pam Bondi here in Florida. She's our neighbor here in Tampa. Pam Bondi is somebody that doesn't take lightly to the death and murder of Americans, especially innocent women or children. She's the individual who, as Attorney General of the state of Florida, was able to guarantee the death penalty for predators against children here in this state.
Great.
So, touch a child in this state, you're gone. You're making a decision to dispatch yourself from this earth. That's because of Pam Bondi. From this earth. That's because of Pam Bondi. You're effing around, you're going to find out.
FAFO. That's why I got that up there for my YouTube folks. F around, find out. And let me get back to him. Let me get back to Anthony Brown. This is what makes me so angry. You're an ex-military guy. My dad was Army Ranger. My grandfather served at Saipan, World War II, to protect this country. And then you get somebody like this guy. A disgrace to the uniform, a disgrace to the military, a disgrace. protecting these people. Yeah, Pam Bondi should go after you. Pam, please, and I'm gonna tag her on this too. Please look into Anthony Brown, what he is doing. And where did this guy go? After he murdered and raped this girl, poor girl, 20 years old, where did he go? Maryland. That's where he came. That's where he went. Rachel Morant, same thing, Rachel Morant. Here we go again. These people getting kicked. Go. And for you people who voted against the Lake and Riley Act, you Democrats, you know who you are, you scumbags. You voted against Lake and Riley. It went through. Trump signed it, thank God. But you got these pathetic, you people are lower than, you know what, I think more highly than the crud that gets on the bottom of my shoes than you people, you scumbags, you filth, who voted against that. And speaking of dares, because I like the dare, I dare you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Froggy. I dare you. I double dare you, Anthony Brown. Now, it's the disgrace you have my family's name. It makes me sick that your last name is Brown. I dare you, double dare you, triple dog dare you, boy. I'm talking to you, punk. A disgrace to the uniform. I double dare, triple dare you to say that you're protecting the civil rights of every Marylander. I dare you. Say it. I got the receipts because that's exactly what you are not doing. And then you got the nerve to have a civil rights division within the Attorney General's office. Is that what you have? That's what you set up, Anthony? You set up a civil rights division? You hypocrite. You don't protect the rights of the citizens of Maryland. All the citizens of Maryland. They're citizens you don't protect the rights of. And like I said, anybody watching this, you get a hold of Frogman. You get a hold of him. Make him watch this. Show it to him. Because I'm calling you out, boy. I'm calling you out, punk. I dare you to open your mouth and say that you protect the rights of all the citizens of Maryland. I dare you to say it. And stop hiding behind the media, carrying your water. Because that's what you're doing, hiding behind the media, trying to talk real good about you, what you doing and how you doing this, that, and the other. Don't hide behind the media, boy. Because that's what I'm calling you. Because that's what I think of you. Since you're defending these daggone rapists and murderers. That's what you are to me. If you don't like it, fine. Tough. Because that's what you are. And I dare you to open your mouth. I got the receipts. And you know I've got the receipts. You know I've got the receipts. Open your mouth and say that you're defending the civil rights, the rights of all Marylanders as the Attorney General of the state of Maryland. I dare you to open your mouth. Don't hide behind the media, punk. You come out and you say it yourself. I dare you. I digress. Let me finish up. I'm going to finish up on a note. And get this to Anthony too. Get it to him. I'll send this to him myself. I don't give a rip about him. Nothing. Jackass. Now let me finish this show off with this. It's a little bit lighter. Okay. I'm gonna deal with Anthony Brown. I'm sure Doge and Pam Bondi. I'm gonna give them a call. I got some connections. And I'm going to get on this. It seems as though there's CNN and the news people, they got a problem with Elon Musk and the people he's hiring. And as far as I'm concerned, they're doing a fantastic job going in and finding all this corruption. I mean, they're doing a bang-up job. And the AI that they're using. But let me go ahead and play this, because they seem to have a problem with this kid. 19 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness isn't just a news story, it's perhaps the greatest media meltdown in television history. A 19-year-old Doge team member, known online as Big Balls, has managed to reduce CNN to a stammering mess of confusion and embarrassment. This kid, running what they breathlessly reported as a Russian site called Tesla.sexy, has done what armies of media critics couldn't. He has exposed just how absurd mainstream media has become. Even Elon Musk couldn't resist tweeting, "Personally, I voted for Big Balls." See that? No, that was from a film. I remember seeing that when I was growing up. CNN reveals the bombshell discovery that one Doge worker goes by the name Big Balls. Yes, this is what they're spending their time on.
One way that we could refer to. So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that would be one way that we could refer to.
Okay, why is that unfortunate? I mean, well, why is that unfortunate? What do you mean unfortunate? He's using unfortunate. You're the one reporting on it, numbnuts. Nobody told you to report on this. Somebody said, go ahead and report on Big Balls. So they can have the CNN uptight women say it over and over again. Let's go on.
Him, he is now working at Musk's behest inside Doge, and we looked into his background, and so we found several notable things, Aaron. One of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.sexy.
Okay. Well, how is that unfortunate? These are the most uptight broads I've ever heard in my life. Tesla.sexy. First of all, the Tesla models, if you look at the spelling of them, you got the S model, you got the 3 model, you got the X model, and the Y model. And it spells sexy. And the kid, he's smart, he picked it up. So that's why he just put the models of the cars, forget it. This dumbbell can't figure that out. I wonder why he did it. It's unfortunate. Idiot. Let's go on.
LLC, which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains. So, Kara, you hear this, and you have known Elon Musk for years. So now you look at these young men who are now in data and in the private information about maybe hundreds of millions of American citizens as young as 19, Big Balls here, that he's talking about. Most of them are in their early 20s. There's an exception I'm going to get to in a minute. I'm curious, though, Kara, how well does even Musk know these young men, do you think?
I have no idea. I think there's no vetting whatsoever, as you can see, that's taken place at Katie and the really great team. Wired has done an astonishing job here. I could make a joke that's probably why he was hired for all this ridiculous nonsense and other nefarious things.
I don't think you could make a joke. I don't think it would be funny. That's why you didn't say the joke. She can make a joke. Let's go on.
But there's an expression in technology. It's a feature, not a bug.
So this is a 19-year-old.
A feature, not a bug. Just been informed that the clip that we saw here was from Johnny Dangerously.
Yeah, Johnny Dangerously. Yeah, I remember the movie. Michael Keaton. It was funny. Joe Piscopo. Johnny Dangerously. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna end off of that. I'm gonna end with Big Balls. I cannot help myself. Anyway, everybody, take care. God bless. And I'll see you.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.